Hi, it's Joanna Shakti, the Soul Love Mentor, and I am so excited to just spend a few minutes on Facebook Live tonight to share because I am also the founder of Ecstatic Intimacy and the creator of the Soul Love Roadmap. And one of the places that I get to share that roadmap and talk about the powerful, attractive, and sexy energies that play out in soul love is at the Soulful Relating Retreat. And one of the things that we talk about there is the masculine and feminine dynamic. It is the chemistry, the attraction, the passion, the stick togetherness that is created when we really understand that opposites attract, and when we understand how we embody the feminine energy, how we embody the masculine energy. And at the weekend, we talk all about what they are, how they work, how to identify it, because most of us have a predominant masculine or feminine energy. And how we discover which energy is predominant is really important to have the power to know how to ignite that chemistry, that attraction, that passion, how to keep the flames of that passion burning, how it works in our dating and attracting, how it works over the long term in our, not just our sexual lives, but in the whole of our relationship dynamics. What makes our partner still attracted to us and sexy to us and intriguing to us? And it plays out differently with the masculine and the feminine energies. I wanted to share a little bit of a couple of my stories and then a couple of other stories of men and women who have been at these retreats, who have explored this and radically changed their lives. So at the Soulful Relating Weekend, we spend over half the weekend, again, talking about these masculine and feminine dynamics. And we roll up our sleeves, literally, like, yes, I talk and yes, I share some information at the retreats, but more importantly is you live it. You get it in your body and you clear out everything that doesn't allow you to live in your sexiness, to live in your most powerfully attractive space. And so it is a very interactive and real dynamic workshop that allows you to step into, literally, we will look at how the masculine and feminine shows up, what the presence, how to recognize the energies in yourself and in others. We're going to talk about how they literally walk, like the movement and how the two energies move, how they stand, that creates an impact of like, who is that? I want to know him. I want to meet her. And so we're going to get into and practice these energies, and you'll get to witness it in other people and discover it in yourself. And you're going to get coaching and support around how to embody those energies. Another piece that we talk about is the voice. There's actually a distinction in masculine and feminine voice. And I found it crazy when I had my first, there weren't coaches when I learned this back in like the early 2000s. There were no coaches. But I did have some friends that were really embodying the feminine energy. And oh, by the way, at that point in time, I was an electrical engineer with an MBA working in the high-tech industries and had been working in the oil and gas industries in Houston, Texas in the 90s. So I knew how to be really masculine, like really masculine, outmanning the men. I was proud of it. And so when they would coach me on my voice, I would think, what? Really? Does this really make a difference? But I listened because I had discovered and really realized the power of that masculine and feminine dynamic. I had seen it, I believed it, but I didn't know how to live it. And so they would coach me. And this particular woman that was coaching me, she was a media personality from Ireland. And she very much expressed that feminine energy. So I trusted her. And she was coaching me on my movement. She was coaching me on how I dressed. She was coaching me on my voice. But the voice thing was one of the ones that I went, I don't know, but I'm listening. So she would share with me and she would give me little tidbits of how to speak and what to do. And fast forward, she'd coach me on this. Well, fast forward to my next relationship was probably about a year later. I'm in this relationship and he and I are driving down the freeway, which is not a place that you're supposed to have important conversations, but I was doing it. And so we're having this disagreement as we're driving down the freeway. And I'm speaking, but while I'm speaking and justifying my point, I hear Judy May's voice in the back of my head. And I went, okay, she's coached me on this. So I'm gonna try this. And so I finish what I'm saying and I let him say his part in this conversation. And to the best of my ability, I integrate exactly what she's told me to shift in my voice. And I speak that way. I still share my point in this conversation, but I speak from the feminine voice. And no joke, he turns his head while he's driving and he goes, "What the hell did you just do? Because you are the most attractive to me that you have been in months." He had no idea what I did, but he absolutely felt it. And in that 30 seconds to a minute of me shifting, he was so attracted to me. And I went, damn, this stuff works. She's right. And I knew it, but it was there. I could tell you these defining moments where I went, oh my God, this is it. And so we talk, as I said, about the movement, the presence, the voice. We actually go into a whole model of communication because let me tell you, men and women, masculine and feminine beings communicate so differently. And it is profound how much it will change every conversation that you have in the future when you understand how we actually speak different languages. We have different needs. We communicate in different ways. And so instead of getting frustrated with each other, we can actually appreciate and communicate and connect on much deeper and more profound levels. So this is the masculine and feminine dynamic. There's another woman. Her movement, she was a German woman, very get things done and make things happen. And as she began to look at how to embody her feminine energy, she found a flow and a radiance that lit her up. And men, I haven't forgotten about you. I'm going to tell a couple stories there in a moment. But she embodied in her whole being a complete transformation where she then attracted through her difference in her smile, her presence, the love of her life. And let me tell you, these two people are so madly in love. I adore watching their relationship because of the profoundness. And he will tell you, it is her presence, her smile, her radiance that absolutely hooked him in a heartbeat. There's another gentleman that was working with these practices and how to embody it. And we opened up an opportunity to practice how, when you really stand and open and speak from that masculine presence. He did an exercise with me. We did a demonstration and he was one of the participants. But I coached him on how to keep stepping into, standing, moving, and speaking to me in a way that was absolutely compelling, absolutely captivating. And it blew the room away. How in just a few minutes, he could radically transform his presence to where the whole room, masculine, feminine, men, women alike, went, oh, I want some of that. I've had men that have come into this and said, well, it came in because I wanted to improve my sex life. I wanted to improve my relationship. I wanted to meet someone. And my business got better. Because here's the thing, when we embody the authentic masculine and feminine, it gets better in every part of life. I like to say from the boardroom to the bedroom and everywhere in between. We have a presence that is powerful and magnetic and attractive, whether we are wanting to attract our beloved or whether we're actually wanting to attract clients, to engage the support of colleagues, like this energy and these energies, when you embody them, massively transform every relationship that you have. So these are just some of the ways that the masculine and feminine play out. This is what we dive into, and get it in your cells, get it in your body, so that you don't have to go back and look at notes that you've taken at some weekend training. You actually walk away transformed. I'll put a couple of other testimonial praise shares that people have talked about after coming out of this retreat in some of the comments. But this is what's possible at the Soulful Relating Retreat. And so if you've been in the friend zone, if you've wondered where are all the strong men, if you've wondered why you keep having a little bit of chemistry at the beginning, but then it fades out, this is the place to be. This is the opportunity to turn up your attraction factor in a way that you never thought possible. So again, I am Joanna Shakti. I am the host of the Soulful Relating Retreat. I am the founder and creator of the Soul Love program series and the Roadmap to Soul Love. If you'd like to embody that masculine and feminine, if you like to be massively attractive and have incredible chemistry, attraction, and passion, then I invite you to join me at the Soulful Relating Retreat that is coming up in about a month. So if you've got any questions, post those in the comments as well, and I will come back and I will keep checking back to answer those questions. The masculine and feminine is the most potent yin-yang energy that will ever touch your love life, your sex life, and your whole life. So blessings. I look forward to seeing you at the retreat. And until then, may you find the truth and the love in you, and where you're struggling, may you choose to get support. May you choose to have the kind of relationship that you want. Many blessings. I'll speak to you soon.